You're listening to Opie and Anthony. On the virus, Sirius XM.
One of our pals is on the line here. Dom.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dom.
Oh, Dom.
Hi, Dom.
What a fun thing to follow.
Well, we just went serious for like an hour. We don't do serious radio, but when we do, man, we really get into it, and now we're trying to move on back into the funny zone.
Well, you are the guys that I go to for hard-hitting news. And
All the time.
How you doing?
How are you, man?
We can hang with the best of them when we have to, Dom.
I know that.
You know, the media likes to just call us shock jocks, but there's so much more to this program.
You're baby
Right.
Cronkites, that's what you are.
Yes.
I was watching this amateur lesbian video. I was thinking, what do these girls have to do to turn pro? They're so good. They got so much. I don't get it. I mean, they can't get a break.
That's a great observation.
Amateur.
Yeah, you got to hang out in the minors for a while, hoping someone notices you, some kind of scout, right?
Yeah, I know. There was one other video called Tongue to Ass, and I'm looking at this, and, real porn chicks look at these girls going, that ain't me. Big hairy ass in her face. Anyway,
Not into that.
I hope I changed the mood a little.
Yeah, just a tad.
Definitely.
It's hotter.
I'm coming in to do bananas
In Hasbrook Heights,
on
New Jersey.
Saturday. Yeah, it's funny. It's like, I love the club, but, the name kind of withdraws your dignity.
Yeah,
hey, how
bananas.
you doing? Yeah, I saw you on that. Hey, what are you doing this week? I'm at Bananas. Oh, see you later, man.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
And I love the club.
I love the club.
I do that one, but it's like the worst backdrop is you're in front of a black stage with fucking bananas hanging behind you.
With the plastic banana and that chimp.
Yeah, there's a chimp.
Are you kidding?
No. And the theme song is the worst theme song in comedy. It's like, we have no bananas.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's an awful theme song.
But I love the people who own it. Harleen,
yeah.
Harlan and Arlene Jameson. They were born old Jews. Eventually, they won't even have words. They'll just be oi, schmigel.
Why are you only doing Saturday the 18th?
I'm doing a corporate thing on Friday.
Oh, look at you with the
I'm
corporate
too big
gigs.
to do Fridays.
What company?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just get taken in a car like some joke monkey, and I fucking do it for an hour, and that's it.
You gotta be clean?
I hope not.
Do you like the corporate gigs?
No.
No, huh?
I don't like them because, then they didn't come to see you. You're at their mercy, which I hate, and then they give you that shit. Hey, mention the boss's wife.
Right.
And then you don't know whether you're going to have somebody crying or laughing. You got to, they say, work clean, but you can be a little blue. What the fuck does that mean?
Because their idea of blue and a comedian's idea of blue are completely different.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about jizz shooting over a hedge. And they mean, you say poop or something.
And it is always an awful thing they try to tell you. Like, all right, Marjorie just found out she has ovary cancer. Tease her a little about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Tease her a little bit about it.
Look for the uplifting side of that.
The fact that I said I'm 36 and I didn't say ovarian cancer, I said ovary cancer. Like
Ovary cancer.
You know what, though?
Like a dummy.
The line's
You know
so
what?
strong, who cares?
That's right.
I didn't even pick it up. That's how bright I
Yeah.
am.
When the line's strong, it just doesn't matter if it's not grammatically correct.
It works.
It works. Are you doing the Montreal Comedy Festival again, Dom?
No, are you guys going up?
I went a couple years in a row. I loved it up there.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go up there, but I'm not going to do the festival. I'm doing the Improv in West Palm that week. But I go up. My girlfriend's from there.
Yeah.
So it's a good chance to see her, away from my wife and just to relax. Is this thing on? Hello?
I love that.
No, but it's fun. And how's Brother Weeze doing,
I check in with him like once a week, and so far so good with the cancer thing.
Speaking of bringing the funny back to the show.
I know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well,
we're not on the air now, are we?
Well, Dom's a good friend of Brother Weeze's as well, and he went through a brutal form of cancer, man, I'll tell you. But he's so far so good. We'll see what happens. He's coming back to New York in July for a checkup.
Is he back on the air at all?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's back on the air. I mean, he wasn't eating. It was just awful. I mean, he was getting his radiation here in New York. I was seeing him pretty much every day, or just about anyway. But he's a trooper, I'll tell you.
He's a great guy. He's great at radio, too, huh?
Yeah, I complain a lot less after seeing what he went through, I got to tell you.
Oh, I know.
But, yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about your anxiety attack.
Right.
The guy's going through that shit.
Oh, my God. Radiation blasted right through, right on his head. Right on his head, basically. Ground zero was like his nose.
I know.
Pretty
Holy
much his
shit.
nose and that whole area, hitting the back of the nasal, way deep in the nasal is where the tumor was, I guess. They couldn't operate. Anthony's getting all squeamish.
Hey, boy, I'm getting hungry here.
I get all heebie-jeebies.
Anybody for some oatmeal?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, congratulations. LA Magazine named you one of the top funniest people in Los Angeles. I was in LA a couple of days ago reading the magazine, and you were
go ahead.
well, you're certainly deserving. Ellen was number one. But the fact they had to put an equal number of women and men.
Well, you know what?
Oh, they
I
did?
asked them about that. It was all women editors.
Of course.
And I said, well, and then they told me there was no particular order to the top 10 because people, you know how like sometimes people never are fucking satisfied in life. I go, I was number 9, right? So I don't give a shit. I'm number 9. I was 79, 100 greatest comedians. Cedric the Entertainer was ahead of me. How seriously can I take it? You know?
I'm glad someone's saying
He's
it.
an entertainer. He sings, he dances, he has people over. He entertains. He does close-up card tricks.
I don't get the Cedric, man. I liked Barber Shop or whatever the hell that movie was, but,
Yeah.
but besides that, I don't get the Entertainer. I'm sorry.
You know what? It's so much easier for black guys sometimes because they can just do the rhythm without even jokes and get a laugh.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I was at the bus stop the day bus didn't come. Why they call it a bus stop when the bus ain't even stopping? Shit, what's up with that? You know what I mean? I mean, it definitely is easier because you drop that rhythm. Wanda Sykes is terrific, but you drop that rhythm from her, and some of the jokes are not as strong. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, Larry. You know, what do you think, motherfucker? I was talking about that on stage about Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
And the guys are so gross and vile, and they say, God bless you at the end. Baby, that pussy was so stinky, it was stanky. Stanky pussy. Stinky, stanky, crusty, musty pussy. Hey, God bless y'all. That goes after my grandmother. Shout out to Grandma. But what I was going to say about that other thing was, as soon as the article comes out, I'm pleased there's an article, what the fuck? And a friend of mine calls me up and he goes, you're funnier than Kathy Griffin.
She beat you too?
Oh,
But
boy.
that's the fun, but I mean, that's the thing they looked at.
Look at us. Look, we're not, talking about how you were, in the top 10. We have to rag you on who beat you.
Something negative. I remember
But it's not in any order.
Yeah, I would do the Tonight Show, and they go, oh, that was a great job, but how come Carson didn't ask you for the panel? It's like, what the fuck do I got to do to please you?
Right.
You know?
Well, and it figures that a bunch of broad editors, just a bunch of dumb women who who are never funny, can't make a decision on who's first. Hey, guys, everyone's the winner. They're just such fucking wishy-washy idiots.
I've never heard Kathy Griffin ever be funny.
I like Kathy Griffin. I actually think she's a very funny
Have you seen her
storyteller.
stand up?
Yeah, I thought she was very
I
funny.
don't know, man.
Yeah, but I mean, the point was...
I like Ellen, I'll admit it, because
Yeah.
on this show, we don't like female comics in general. Every once in a while we get one that makes us laugh, but...
Well, yeah, the funniest ones are usually the lesbians.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that cracked me up about the top 100 was, listen, number 99 was Janine Garofalo, and number 100 was Gallagher. So how can you take it seriously? Like, talk about a contrast. One of them's crushing watermelons. The other one never got a fucking laugh in her life.
Wait.
Yeah, see, even the women editors know that Janine Garofalo isn't funny, but they threw her a bone like, all right, we'll give her 99.
Wait, didn't
right
she
above
beat
the guy
Dice?
that smashes watermelon.
Andrew was like 94.
Yeah, she
Oh, he was
did
in the
beat
top of it,
Dice or
yeah.
something. Oh.
It's just sickening. Oh, no, he beat her. He just beat her, I think. He might have been number 98 or something.
Wait, and this is L.A. Comics? Dice?
No, that was the
top 100.
No, the top 100 Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
Oh, that's right. All right.
We
all
take
right,
comedy
all right.
and remove the edge.
Yeah, right. But the thing about it is they had like 10 Comedy Central people on there that were never really that good, It's like, I mean, it's why people can't take it seriously. I did the thing, and I was one of the hosts with Judy Gold, Greg Giraldi, and Mario Joyner, right? So none of them are on the 100. So they're pissed. They're so pissed off. Like once the cameras go up, and they root against their type. Like Mario didn't think any of the black guys were funny. Judy hated all the women, and Greg hated all the guys that were like bright observational guys.
Wait, can I ask you how did Kinnison get beaten out? And I love Roseanne, but how did she get into the top 10 and Kinnison's number 20?
I mean, first of all, Roseanne and Kennison weren't even close, you know, because, I mean, I'm old enough to have worked a lot with them, and you got to be kidding me. And Roseanne, she would say to me, hon, you go on after me. I don't want to follow you. I go, hey, you got a TV show. Fuck you. You follow me. You know?
Right.
It's like, but Sam was great.
Yeah.
Sam's clean stuff was some of his funniest stuff, you know. But I still used to bless myself. I wasn't ready for some of the sacrilegious shit. You know what I mean?
You had to bless yourself before going up on the...
No, just when he would be saying certain things.
Oh, really?
It was amazing how it affected me psychologically, because I never wanted to be like a wuss about anything, but like some of that thing, because I like to hedge my bets, you know, with God and everything. I'm thinking, I want to believe just in case, like an insurance policy, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to mess with him too much.
Yeah, Sam was pretty hardcore, man, with some of those jokes. Oof.
Well, he was a preacher.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he really was riveting on stage because...
he had a rhythm that I just loved.
Yeah, and I see these guys ripping him off now, like with the screaming and all, but it ain't the same, you know, because he did it. That's what's so hard about, like, doing stand-up now. It's like, you know, the observations, it better be about yourself, because if you start going into certain things, you know, if you're going to do an airplane joke, it better be brilliant.
Yeah.
You know?
Enough with the airplane jokes.
Hey, Dom, being an L.A. comic, you've obviously done the Comedy Store many, many times. You think that place is haunted? I'm obsessed with that
Without
whole
a
story.
doubt.
Really?
100% haunted.
And you don't believe in ghosts, do you?
No, I'm scared crapless of them.
But do you
I
believe
tend
in
not to believe in them, but I'm one of those guys that I don't believe in them, but please, if they do exist, don't come around because you'll kill me.
Oh, I could feel it, man.
The Comedy Store is just such a creepy place when you go, you know, backstage or whatever you want to call it, in the kitchen area, and then that room that has the chandelier. During my hiatus, I spent a lot of time out in L.A. I was hanging out with Dice a few times, just shooting the shit in that room with the chandelier. And I'm not going to, you know, I didn't see anything, but you just get creeped out when you're in that place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, no, it's definitely haunted, and I remember when I first went there, I hate being in there alone, like late at night.
Just to explain for the rest of the country, Dom, this place used to be like
It used to be Ciro's. It was Ciro's. It was a nightclub, and there were murders committed there.
Yeah.
Oh, there were murders there.
Yeah, and there was it was like a lot of gangsters hung out there, and who's who of Hollywood at the time. This is going back to, what, the 30s and the 40s or something?
Well, not only were there murders there, but there was also a guy who, when they were on strike, the comics were on strike in the late 70s, and this is a smart guy. He jumped off the Hyatt, trying to hit the Comedy Store with his body.
Which everyone knows it's impossible. Come on, guy.
Yeah, it's not an easy jump.
We've stayed at the Hyatt.
From the roof, it looks like you can make it, but you fall a lot faster.
And I have been on that roof trying to figure it out, you know, the physics of it, because it's right next to the Comedy Store, and there's a parking lot in between, basically. And I'm like, you can't do that.
Get a nice full roof running start.
But the guy,
you know, it's the saddest thing. I don't even remember his name. And this guy's got to be thinking if he's in heaven or hell, or what the fuck do I got to do for people to remember my name?
More than jump off the Hyatt.
After the strike, apparently he couldn't get work, or Mitzi wouldn't work him or something, right?
Yeah, that was it. So
did you know this guy at all personally?
No, it was before I went out there. I was out. I didn't go out to L.A. till like '85.
Yeah, this guy just I mean, it's creepy to think. I mean, how many stories is that Hyatt?
20.
At least 20, right?
Yeah, at least.
Hey, Dom. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, go back to the Comedy Store being haunted before we move on.
It's 100% haunted. There's no doubt in my mind. I felt things. I felt like a coldness in there, like almost like a cold breeze, with no windows open or anything. And I just keep walking, and I kind of like just say, ooh, you know, like I'm telling you, you could almost feel something pulling at you. Sometimes I heard stories. I think I heard a story when Sam was on, and I guess he was saying something kind of like evil or demonic, and somebody was like down the basement or something, and they heard like this, you know, whatever going, he's here, you know. Like that's kind of creepy.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kennison and Dice, when they used to get along, they used to like perform seances and try to go down the basement and do all sorts. Yeah, Dice told me some pretty interesting stories.
Yeah, the basement's not a fun place.
I don't remember when.
And one time, like him and Kennison, I guess, ran out of the joint. They were scared shitless. Could have been. Well, Dice doesn't do drugs, but it could have been the drugs Kennison was on.
No, I heard like this Vietnam vet, this guy Blake Clark, and he wasn't afraid of anything, and he got spooked out. He was closing it. Like you always hear the story when it's the guy like putting the chains on at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't even. That must have been long ago when Dice and Sam were.
A long time ago, yeah. Because then they became enemies, obviously. But that place in general is just really dark, creepy.
No, it is.
The light bulbs are barely light enough where you can see the hand in front of your face. And then you go to the bathroom; it's all black tile, very shiny, and the lights are very dim in there.
Well, I went to the bathroom.
You
once
remember?
And, Delbert Grady came up to me because I had gotten some avocado on my jacket, and me and him were talking for a while, and he had some really scary stories about his wife and 2 daughters.
He had some good advice for you, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I remember walking up to the urinal going, don't even look at the top. I remember you go through this because you've heard the stories and like just look straight ahead at the urinal. Don't look at these shiny black tiles.
Because you'll see things in there.
You will.
Well, it's definitely got a bad vibe in that sense. I mean, I do stand up like in the original room a lot, and I know Joe Rogan likes that room. But in the main room, I think is where Ciro's was more, and that's where I feel it more, and like in the back of the main room.
Wait, which one is the main room?
Big room, like the 400-seater, 400 or 500-seater.
I've been in there once. I've never performed in there. You feel it in the back of there, like behind the stage, or behind where the audience is?
Yeah, behind the stage. Behind the stage is where I really feel it. I don't know, and supposedly one of the murders was taking place like in a big safe upstairs at the time. This is the rumors I heard. I mean, it's so weird because you see like these old pictures like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. It was like this real like nightclub in the 50s, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it became the store, but that was a good move by Sammy Shore in the divorce. Sammy was the owner, and he gave this comedy club to his wife Mitzi, and she ends up making like millions of dollars out of it. You know, like he was just throwing it away. You know.
Yeah.
These are Paulie's parents. I don't know if you heard of Paulie Shore, but I'm not a laugher. You got to see this kid perform. I mean, he's so original and just. I mean,
he's going to be somebody someday.
He is. He's going to. Paulie said to me one time. He goes, he had a 3-picture deal, and he says, and the waitresses, were like hugging me and stuff, and he goes, how come the waitresses make a fuss over you, and I got like a 3-picture deal, and they didn't even talk to me. And I says, I don't know, Paulie. And I'm thinking maybe because I'm fucking nice to them. Maybe because I say hello like a normal human being. Like these guys, because I've seen so much. Because I shot to the middle and I clung there in my career. So I've seen guys come up and go down, you know what I mean? And Paulie was one of them.
Yeah.
Remember Ralph Harris?
Yes.
Ralph Harris was one of those guys. He was, hey, Don Irerra, I'm in Philly. You're my man and idol. He gets a series. And he comes in the Laugh Factory and he goes, hey, how you doing, man? And he just keeps like blows by me, and then like the series got dropped in about 6 weeks, and then he comes in the Laugh Factory. Dom, how you doing? I go, hey, how you doing, man? You know what I mean?
Yep,
like,
of course.
Hey.
His brother Ramont was doing comedy too. Do you know Ramont?
Yeah. I worked with him at Rascals or something.
Hey, who else was on that top 10 list in L.A.? I know Ellen was number 1 on the cover of the magazine.
Well, it wasn't just stand-ups. Larry David was on it,
right.
And the guys who write South Park.
Right.
Matt and Trey.
Yeah, and who else?
Zach Galifianakis?
No, he wasn't on the top 10. He was like a new guy coming up or something.
Oh, okay.
They had like a thing about him. But I mean, how can you have and not to be like the Sammy Moreland show, but how can you have a list like that and you not be on it? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't live in L.A. though.
Yeah, but I mean that kind of to me. I mean, Chris Rock doesn't live in L.A. either. I mean, you're one of the funniest comedians there. I don't get it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look at that.
I'm serious.
Thank you. No, I'm very rarely out there. I'm really not on the radar in L.A. at all.
And I'm not just saying that because what are you going to get me? The Stress Factor?
Yeah, no, I can put in a word with Vinny.
Right. All right, Dom. Anything else on your mind today?
No, everything's good. I just woke up real early to talk to you guys. I hope to get into the studio next time. And
yeah, that'd be good.
I got so much feedback from the last time I was on, man. It was great.
Well, our fans are very, very loyal, my brother.
Dom, let me plug the gig too, man. Dom is one of the funniest comics anywhere. Bananas Comedy Club. It's in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. It's Saturday, June 18th. It's only one night, 2 shows, 8 and 10:30.
I got to tell you one other thing. Go ahead.
Let me give out the number first, because these shows will sell out, obviously. 201-727-1090. 201-727-1090. They one night only. They will sell out June 18th.
I want to tell you, how like you kind of start thinking maybe you're making it a little. I pull up this, because this reminds me of Bananas. I pull up to the Lincoln Tunnel, and I give the woman, beautiful black woman with like dreadlocks. I give her the money, and she takes a beat. And she looks at me. She hands it back, and she goes, it's on me. I saw you at the Banana Club. You cracked me up. You know, and I thought, wow, I really did make it. I'm getting like the free tunnel.
Wow, she gave you a free toll.
That's making it.
Does anybody else see the irony in what she looked like and what club she saw him at? What? I just...
Very nice. All right, Dom. Next time you come in and hang for the whole morning, that would be great.
I look forward to it. Thanks.
We'd love to have you.
All right, see you, man.
There he goes, Dom Irerra.
They're doing a reality show at the Comedy Store, right?
Are they?
Minding the Store. It's yeah. It's going to be Paulie running. Guess he's running it now.
Yeah, his mom is sick, I think.
Yeah, his mom's sick, so he's running it, and he's going to bring cameras in, and now you're going to see comics like vying for airtime on that show.
I like to act wacky around cameras. That always gets you airtime. I make funny faces. And
put your glasses on upside down.
Dude,
use a banana like a phone.
The laughs that gets.
Of course.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.